we're living, boys. Today we're doing Bork into Death's Dance and then Standard Bruiser, depending on what the game needs. This is a new build that I've been seeing. A lot of like stat websites are saying that this thing is doing insane, and this video will have 2 games in it. This is actually my second game of it, but I'm putting this one first because the first one is more for like a dedicated viewer that wants to see me lose a game. I know for some reason you guys want to share in that pain, or maybe you feel like you can benefit from it. So the second game will likely be is a loss, and in whatever the verdict of this game is, it will be what it is. But standard runes here with the snowball variation. So instead of going for inspiration secondary, we do sudden impact and treasure hunter just for the extra bit of snowball damage. Music's a bit loud. Yeah, Bork and Death's Dance. I mean, the reason why it works is because Bork is the best 1v1 item in the game for Briar. And that works well with Death's Dance because if I can just kill you at any time because I have Bork, well, then I just need to be able to live. Now, usually you bypass, the dying part of the game by buying 2 ruby crystals, being tanky. Death's Dance does that in a different way where, how Death's Dance works, for those of you that don't know, it gives you a ton of armor, ability, haste, and AD. By the way, this is 20 AD over average, so it's actually very noticeable. You ignore 30% of damage taken, and it's dealt to you over 3 seconds. So a fight, when you go, if both players were to be dealing as much damage as possible, your health bar will stay a little bit higher, and if you do kill someone that you've damaged, or when someone that you damaged dies within 3 seconds of you damaging them, you cleanse all of the damage that's stored, which is huge, and then heal. So a really solid anti-burst and just straight up survivability item, because it does give defensive stats and cleanses burst. So like how buying tank stats is supposed to help you live with burst because it makes you tanky, this does it in a different way where it's like, hey, I'm going to give you tons of damage, and with that damage you have a passive that might allow you to live. And it's just doing the job in a different way, but like I would say more consistently being tanky outright is something that I prefer. But Death's Dance has made some insane plays, and its top end is a lot higher than standard bruiser items. So it's definitely worth noting, and again, the stats on this build are kind of crazy. So, I mean, that's where I got the idea for it. But, yeah, we have losing top lane. Not gonna lie, fighting Mordekaiser early is always very scary, but he TP's back and gets a light freeze, so he might just be okay. It's not worth the path to this because of the amount of time that it would take to get there. And you would have to share the minions with Akali, and she doesn't want that. She wants all that experience to herself. So that's not worth it. Mid lane is trading, but it's on their side of the lane, so I don't want to go there either. And their bot lane's actually stepping up toward Tribush. My support should prio hitting the Scryer here, so that I don't have to. Because if I have to hit it, then they know I'm there. If he goes and hits the Scryer and then takes that ward out, then they don't know for sure I am. They can assume it, but they do not know. So it's a play that could be made. Got a little 319 clear on the Raptor start. That is 2 seconds behind, but it's fine. I'm going to stay in this bush just in case someone else randomly got a ward down. I don't want to feed this. Auto W, auto Q. Just do as much damage as possible without having to use my E here. Definitely scared to do that. My AD carry is fighting. I think I can wrap around Tribush here. Actually, no. I did Raptor start, right? So I need to be disciplined and go back to my Raptors here. I'm just going to hit a little gank on the way in, just because why not? If you Q Yasuo during his dash like that, he actually doesn't... Why would he do that? He doesn't... He loses the cooldown. He can't dash through you again. But the big problem there is he could have just dashed through Jace. Unless he just did it in a previous fight, but still. That guy's trolling. That's Yasuo brain for you. Hecarim's on 28 farm, so you know this crab is already down. I'm not even looking at my minimap yet. Now I'm going to look back and show you it's down, of course. Because he has 28 farm again, 24 is a full clear, 28 is a full clear, plus a crab. Raptor starts puts us at level 5. And that is very huge. Especially in these like Hecarim, Lilia, Karthus matchups, because how they beat you is just out-tempoing you on farm. They farm faster, they go between camps faster, they just do everything a little bit faster than you, and it just ends up creating such an advantage in either gold, experience, or both, that you fall behind and they can just kill you. Now, luckily, you know, when you do Raptor Start, this is the fastest you can clear. So it definitely helps in that department. And it sets my camps up to where, like, you know, this is the most efficient farming gets. But I'm going to pick up boots. Briar loves movement speed, especially early game. Wow, this guy solo gave up feats, by the way. Solo gave up feats. Oh, I'm here a bit early because I'm a noob. Is it worth to stay? Yeah, it's probably fine. Yeah, my boy is not locked. To be honest, we're going to have to take a mortal at some point this game and just pray for the best. So hopefully I can get fed enough to fight that. But yeah, we've gotten every camp. We have 50 seconds now to do whatever we want. The Scryer's still here. My bot lane wants to look for a gank. Like, they want to start the trade, but enemy team's likely to just walk away, knowing that I am, in fact, here. We have Jace roam. I'm going to step up on Hecarim here. They think I'm trolling, but I'm not. Jace hits E. Aw, he got healed. We can ping that out. We can actually just hit this now with the health advantage that we have. Their jungler is too low to play this out. 28 farm, by the way, 32, 36, 40, 44. So you know that all of his camps are down. So he has nothing better to do other than recall and go to that top crab or my raptors. So you need to be careful of Hecarim's next play and be heads up. Like, maybe it's worth to ult your raptors once you kill this dragon to get level 6. A lot going on. Pay attention. Because you know that he's looking for a counterplay on what you're doing right now. Now, we unfortunately didn't get the experience there. So we have to just hard check this man-to-man here. But that's okay. Hecarim can't be level 6. He just can't be. We've gotten the same amount of experience. So he has to get another camp before he can. Now we got that camp. Now he's ganking level 6. I'm going to buffer my ult into his fear. Odds are that he was going to look for that. Use my E to try and live. See if I can bait him. If they go for this, I'm pretty certain I would kill them. Okay, they're not. And just to be clear, right? Hecarim can't be 6 until he does another camp. Now, we don't know where he's going to get that next camp. He could have, you know, stayed at his next spawning camp and then tried to just path with it. But instead, he goes to the crab and then looks for invade. We're not really mad about it. We might be able to win this. Auto. Dodge his Q. Auto. We didn't dodge his Q, but we dodged his Q auto, so he might have buffered that auto and just killed me. That one is like one of those outplays that looks like you're a noob. Not gonna lie. Maybe I am. Who knows? Check this guy's health. He is full, so we are definitely not rocking with the gank on that side. I'm gonna rip it and just send this. I think that my smite was bad, and I might get punished for this, but this is greediness at its core here. As you know, Logan Jungle is a very greedy jungler. Like, this is basically a what if check. Like, what if he goes to his Gromp? What if he goes anywhere that's not right here, right now? If he doesn't go here, I'm really, 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 really strong. The odds of him having the information to go to my bot side, a lot of people would get frazzled in this moment and not think of that. By the way, we already got the feat point, getting the second one. And now we confirm the feat point. Once this is dead. Nice, now we're at 2. So the odds of my bot side getting attacked here are incredibly low. So he is on his camps, we just don't know where. Tag that J-Skate. We get a little bit of movement speed. So where are we at in this game? Bot lanes are even. My mid is ahead. My top is astronomically behind. And he doesn't look like he's going to slow it down either, so just pray for at some point Mordekaiser's worth a shutdown. Right, that's all we can hope for. Hope that he ults Akali in one of these fights and then I'm able to blast. Go there, here. Nice. Have to use my W. They are able to juke that. Not knowing where it's coming from. Good for them. I didn't love that ult, but I didn't hate it. I actually thought it was pretty damn good. He dodged that. Nice. Alright, he's alive. I'm prioritizing my clear there. My raptors are desynced for my top side since I died getting them. Or rather, I fought getting them. Nice, good kill. I really hate that play, but he lives. The top end of that play is he lets Hecarim come through here, I E him into the wall, and then we kill him. But if he does that E, then Hecarim will never step back into this because his E will run out. And there just won't be anything. So I lose my Raptors there, but I mean, he killed mid. He's doing good. I mean, like, there's no real reason to be so mad that he's not, like, he didn't play it perfect. Like, he played it well. He got a kill, he got plates, he got his wave. He's soaking pressure. Like, that's all good things. It doesn't have to be the perfect outcome to be a positive one. What can I do? I need some money. I'm going to look for some wards just to, I mean, anything to get this last dollar in my pocket, really. Now it looks like that last dollar would come from mid lane. Looks like he walked under to make sure that the wave went through, but the sync is wrong. I think he's just tilted and a little frustrated. I don't think there's a lot of merit in his play right now. I would err on the side that this Yasuo is more negative than positive. So I mean, like, their team's bad part is stronger than mine, but at least both teams have one, right? It's better than neither. All right, we're on Bork. We bought our glowing moat for our Caulfields for DD. And, you know, Bork is one of the best items in the Hecarim matchup because of the active slow that happens, you know, 30% after I hit someone 3 times. So, you know, W4, W auto Q, and then auto slows them. And that can definitely mess with his game plan a little bit. So definitely not mad to have this item in this matchup. I think it's very good. But you also do need to be a little bit tanky to deal with Hecarim. If you don't get tanky, then he will just, he'll fear you at some point with his ultimate, and then you will just genuinely fall over, and it will suck. I think the dragon's actually more important than me helping them, not gonna lie. I mean, I'm clearly on vision, right? But nice, do that. Send it. Got Nami. Good. Yes, flash. Wow, no flash. Huge. Nice. Is Hecarim doing this crab? I assume he'd try and take something before he left. He might be in this bush trying to kill me. Luckily, he didn't figure out what my ult was going to do there, so he wasted time going into the pit, and him being in the pit means that he wasn't able to protect his bot lane, so I got a really good ultimate there. Hitting Caitlyn would have been way worse. Hitting Nami was, like, perfect. Perfect case scenario. We do have enough for our Steel Sigil. Again, the armor is going to be really good against their team, having 380. Gonna hope for the best. Hope for the best. That's all you can do. Right, I can't control him, and even if I type, stop feeding, bro, can win. He does not care. It will not help. Focus up. What am I doing next? I'm praying this guy wins this fight. That's what I'm doing next, actually. I do have Bork here, so his health will shred. I'd be surprised if they didn't try and fight me there. You have to flash the bubble, or she'll buy too much time. He did take my whole topside for that dragon. That's where he went following. That means that the likelihood of his topside being up is actually very high. Smite him, slow him down. And there's a kill. Now this is our chance to trade those camps back, right? That dragon lost me 3 camps because I'm a noob and I didn't smite the Krug. But I can get those camps back here. Oh my god, he's still trying. To be honest, like, we might have the ability to kill Mord here. Hecarim's still dead, though. I kind of want to even greed one more camp. Go level 11. Never stop gambling, my friend. I think we could actually kill this guy. I deadass think we can. It's close, risky, but it might be worth it. Just to slow him down. If she could just hurt him just a little bit more. He's down spells. He just ults or what? I mean, huge as it gets. I don't have E. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. That's how I get away with it. I do need 200 gold for my full item. That does suck to be stuck here. I think what I'll do is I'll just bypass it by buying some boots here, and then just praying that I get enough for the full item second. But we're doing good. And I mean, like, again, this video, this is the second game, but it's first. You're seeing it first because the other one is, not to spoil it, but it's a game that I lose. Okay, and just what it looks like to lose, and this game is no different, right? I can't change what Akali's going to do. I can only make informed decisions based on what I see in this game. I saw Mord was low. I don't care about his KDA anymore. I know that I could do that amount of damage, so I did it. That's it. And if he was full health for the rest of the game and I couldn't win, I wouldn't fight him. As simple as that, man. Get over it. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save your losing lanes. No one's coming to give you good teams. You are the good team, bro. Focus up. We did, in fact, get Feats Win. Now we do need to get this. Or Feats Win. We did get the objective Feats Win point. Now we need to get it. Felt like he ulted there. Now we need to get this turret ASAP. To actually get the full dub. And that'll actually double down and work well for my early ninja tabbies. See, like right here, I don't think I can kill Mord here, right? I think he's too high health. So what do? I'm running away. If he keeps cooking the trades, though, I'll play it. I'm in a rough spot going for this. This might be my first mistake of the game. We'll see. Not punished yet. Oh, Heckram's bot side. I'm living. He's going a like really high health build. That works well for me. I mean, if he keeps cooking, man. That W is down. I can play that. 7, 6, 5. When do those stats fall off? He's strong, but I think I'm a bit stronger. Yep. Nice. So we got second item. Before third dragon, too. I always like to throw a can win. It goes a long way. Now again, like, I can't make them come to this dragon. I can only do what I can do here. So now I have to address that they have 3 people and we only have 2. Looks like they're stepping up to take my wolves from me. So I'm going to use my sweeper to try and see over the wall. Now we see this guy. Again, I'm still just kind of waiting for my opportunity. When Yasuo takes damage from jungle camps, he will lose his shield. So I wait for that shield to be down and then I continue to cook. I'm going to Q here. Once he goes for bubble, we can buffer R. He actually missed it, but I have to play good, right? Doesn't matter what they do. We're just going to take this 1 kill into 2. I'm not going to go out of my way to try and give this player some more gold, just because of how astronomical this bad game is. But it does suck that they did get the dragon, but we turned it into something, right? I always ping assistants where they should go, because that's where I need them to go to make this a win. Good buffered W2 there to not miss out on that kill. I'm feeling like Sundered Sky. Sundered Sky is basically like when I want more damage, but I still want to get tanky. That's what I do. They don't have enough armor for me to justify Black Cleaver in this spot. Like if he was plated steel caps plus plated steel caps, maybe I would look into that. But this game is far from that. Otacon in 1 minute. So that's definitely my focus here. And again, this game isn't perfect. Like we're all making some misplays for sure. Me getting health here is going to be the difference, though. To be honest, man, watch this. Now, why am I going boot upgrade? Again, boot upgrade gets better the longer the game goes. But when I hit tab, first of all, the only other thing I could have added to my inventory was like a longsword. This actually has more value than longsword, as long as I don't delay my own Sundered Sky. So hopefully, in this team fight, I'm able to do that. Oh, chill, bro. He ults it. Let my boy get that kill. Like right there, I'm not going to take that kill. He actually earned it. Good for him. But yeah, so I grabbed the boots here, especially because I'm against triple AD. Like, these boots are going to get value. That ward will expire, so it's fine. They hit one wave and then we walk. We do need to get that ward. Can this go that far? No, it cannot. Hopefully. I mean, nah. Ace wants to recall. That would be like the worst timing ever. He did that. Luckily he did not. I don't like to be the team to start it, so let's just look. Ward is very strong here. Could have flashed that. I think I might have to flash the bubble though. Hit a buffered E. I'm going to take a lot of damage here. I just got to try and waste this guy's time, really. Tried to go for a late stun. Looks like they're cooking. Decent. I missed my W over this wall to go to Hecarim in the first place, and then that just scuffed my whole team fight because I'm a noob. Nice. This is 5v4, and they got 3 for 4 on us, and that just sucks, man. That flat out sucks. I played that like a noob, man. There's nothing else to say. What's my next play? We would like to play for Dragon more than Otacon here. It depends on what Hecarim and his team does now. I don't think he will solo this. Hecarim's like one of the worst Otacon soloers. I'm still going to go check it because of how good it is this game. This guy's going DD second. Look at that. So yeah, I'm basically going to check this, make sure this isn't being done, and then path down to Dragon, and we're going to go there. So double check this. Wow, he's on it. Go for a 50-50. Nice. It's my W2. And huge. I mean, that was just their mistake, right? Juke it all. Nope. Well, now we're good. Now we go here. Try and ping your team off again. I only get so many pings. Right? But as I can continue to... See, like, he's pinging... Unleash teleport, but he was posturing to fight. And go ahead and correct me, bro. He's like, I wasn't gonna fight. I was only posturing to fight to not fight. That's fine. Good. Good. I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. As long as you're Red Dragon, I don't care what you say. Nice, not bad. And again, right, it's like I'm only working with what information I got, man. I saw him walk towards the Otacon. That made me guess that he might try it. Go and steal it. And then just fall back on, you know, just some good, you know, Q W2 smites for belief. Good job. I'm going to try and do the same thing. Again, I just Q. Thinking about 400, so 1600. It's my W2. He actually got that one because I smited him because my mouse was in a bad spot. But to be, I'll keep it honest, man. Like 50-50s mean that I win and he wins, right? Like in a perfect world. So I would rather have the Otacon. So hey, man, have it. Yeah, look, that's fair. Life's fair. They just saw me on that wave here, so that they know that I'm looking for something. So they're gonna over prep bot side here and probably all walk from these corners here. Yeah. It's all about working with the information that you have, right? So, like, if I know that enemy team saw me here, I'm going to guess what they're going to do with that information and then try and use that against them. That's all this is. And go to third item, hitting this. Seven, 6, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that wasn't wall either. I need my team to step up to get this to be a win. Doesn't seem like they can. I mean, to be honest, your AD carry getting raw mortalted is never where you want to be. That just happened to be a pretty big lapse in his judgment of range. Because if you got flash up and Mord can walk up and hit you, man. Yeah, that's it. That guy's too strong. Good try. So our bad player is getting outplayed by their bad player. That's not good. Luckily, I can go kill their bad player if I spawn in time. That is the curse of getting fed, is you're higher level, so you're going to have a longer death timer. With my depths, we're pretty noob, like trying to save team a bit too much. To be fair, I do have like a pretty rough team this game. So it's bound to happen, but here's what it is. Boots have gotten only 600. Bork has done 2,500. That's going to be the most out of like anyone's items right now. That's stat track. It's not close. Yeah, Bork is cranking. My Bork is, rather. We just went 4 bot, or 3 bot, so they're going to do Baron, yeah. Yeah, definitely got to be careful of that. I mean, that's just pretty basic. I mean, you know, you got to think about what you do. That's that playing with intention that a lot of people do lack. Like whoever tried to FF, likely they tried to FF there because the reality of them addressing that, hey, when I went bot there, I trolled. That was dumb, right? Either a colleague died to the guy, or the 3 people that went bot didn't realize that going bot there gives Baron. Yeah. When they do that, they're just, you know, they're upset with themselves. That's all it likely is. So yeah, of course. Of course you want to FF, man. That feeling sucks. Happened again. 6, 5, 4. He flashed over towards Mord this time. But this time it worked. Good job. Nice. I'd be so down to fight. I don't know why we wouldn't, actually. We have me, and they have no Fed member anymore, so we should definitely be looking. If Ekram eased through me there, he'd get put in the wall. Someone CC'd him, so he didn't get to use that animation. That does suck, but it wasn't intentional. It's just what happened. I'm letting Bork or Death Dance kind of do the saving of me here. But as you can see, it's trickling down my health here. Really just need a little bit of juice for my team here, but now I've used up all my juice and have to rely on theirs. I don't think that's going to happen. I try and cook, though. Man, there's like no cook. Their bot lane is so on my head right now. They're not letting me get a single inch here. Because something positive happened. I'm going to throw out the correct play. Hopefully he's willing to do it. But I said huge first. Now I do that because usually whenever you like are really happy, you'll start telling people what to do. And everyone's been like that, right? But it's like I say huge first so that people think that I'm just saying this out of hype. Like, huge, now we can do this and then that. And it's like, it's never me actually telling him what to do. It's me acknowledging that this option came to us. Which is a better form of communication to someone that may be tilted. Yeah, I'm not worried about this one. Get in the wall, by the way. Don't need a demon combo. He tried to look for spells. We got him there, though. Too easy. Hopefully that's just Caitlyn. Didn't. I'm going to buffer Q immediate. Go for WW2. Positioning upwards there to not go too close to Kate while I wait for my cooldowns to reset again. I might take too much damage doing this, but I'm going to try it. Smite for a slowdown. It's going to hurt. I wish I'd E'd. I'm a noob. Pray Death Dance doesn't kill me. It's really close. My Jace is cooking. Nice, man. Huge. Really huge. And now we're starting to get some steam back, right? Yasuo gets it started no matter what, just with the health. But I can try and kill him for that. The odds of Briar winning this fight are really high. But he could win it. He is strong. Is this TP troll? Oh, no, it worked out. Nice. Target champions only. Make sure that you can't mess up that. I wasn't able to get my components, but that is what it is. I don't think Titanic's the best here. Like, are they starting to get armor? They kind of are. I think I just want extra ability haste. Like, not gonna lie, this build feels really good flat out, but it also feels really good with high ability haste, I'm thinking. Because this build isn't, like, trying to do huge damage autos. It's trying to just be unstoppable at walking forward. And it definitely is that. It definitely is. Oh, man. I mean, Death's Dance is going to likely be the death of me here, but that's fine. Oh, chill. Run. Double Ruby isn't going to build into much here. Again, it's mostly just the Mord. But Cleaver would be pretty good against him. The question is, do I just full sell my boots for it? No, right? Never. 1100. That's actually pretty good. We can do a number check. So 17, just for anything that's stat checkable, right? 21. Then 1,000. 85. 600. 4,600. 22. 2,200. Yeah, so, I mean, you can clearly see Bork puts in the work, for sure. To be honest, look at my Akali. He's awake. Bang. Nice. I mean, that's GG, right? No. Just kill him. It's 3v1. You guys win that, I promise you. There's zero world that we lose this. Unless you misclick 2 times like that. Shit, man. Max, you're having a rough one right there, man. I'm cursed at saying it's unlosable because that's when my team decides to show me it is still unlosable, but they broke the rules, man. I'm gonna focus the wave here, actually. It's more important and it gets me my item. Wave goes to that. He can hit that one. We need to all run. We can just break open the base. That's like much better here. I don't think they're really allowed to leave base, but taking their camps is most important. All I really want is my item plus pink ward, which we have, but also taking all of his stuff is imperative. Here, good. Let's send it. Rush Baron into drag. And then we pull up. Now, 40 seconds isn't a long time, so you do need to get to Dragon ASAP. But the pressure of double inhib down should be enough that we can look for a play like this, and that's why we're doing it. Now, the only way that this falls flat is if we don't get enough damage on here, and then it takes too long. So Jace needs to lock in, right? Yasuo is not even here, so this is at worst 5v4, so this cannot go badly. We got that. Dodge his stuff. Oh, I flashed late like a donkey. Wow, where are my boys at? Looks like we're doing good, but if I flashed that Q better, I would have been much better. But I flashed when I was also using a different spell, and then my brain stopped functioning because it's 2 a.m. I'm not gonna lie. My bad. But you would flash that, and then you'd win, and that's the point. Because your E was coming up in 1 and taking that 900, whatever. Sucked. He did use these 2 things, though. But I think we do win this. But nice. Huge. GG. GG. Nice. So yeah. So here's the first game, right? Obviously, I do think that this build is pretty good. Do I know exactly where it's at right now? I would say it seems, oh, well, it's flat out worse than Titanic Black Cleaver in my opinion. Where it falls after that, I don't know. But here's the stats on it. So this is Emerald plus junglers. You have Orc into DD. And you can see it's like comparable, right? So it definitely has like a space in here somehow. Will it beat Black Cleaver? I don't really think so. But do I think that there's times when going a more aggressive second item could be better than Black Cleaver? Yes, I do wholeheartedly think that. Especially just in a matchup that there's a lot of AD in it. Can't go bad. Obviously, our damage, we did over double Heckrooms, and we're up 2,000 gold. Can you guys see? Yes, you can. Solid game. Damage taken is, I mean, up there. No lie. We took most on our team and third most in the lobby. And he gets to farm damage taken because we were shitting on him. Wow, thanks for the follow, bro. You made it into a video because I am not streaming right now. So obviously, very good. And again, man, like, use this. You guys need to see this. When my collie's 0-6, do I let that just, man, I guess that's okay to lose now. No, bro. Get out of your own head. Make good plays. Keep it going. On to game 2, and again, game 2, it's a learning experience, so enjoy it, and thank you so much for watching. Our Living Boys is a new Bork build going around. It is Bork into Death's Dance, utilizing PTA as the runes, but also going this snowball variation where you have Domination secondary. Obviously, Domination does more true damage, just more damage flat out, and more snowballing, while also taking the flat health rune, basically saying that we're taking everything to snowball early and hopefully get a game going in our favor ASAP. Can't figure out what this guy's up to. Seems like he just warded. This ward obviously means that it's going to start blue buff because he can't get down to these camps. So yeah, we already know where he's pathing, so life is good. I ward here every game. I run out of base and do it. It actually did catch their invade. But yeah, why Bork? Why Death's Dance? Well, the idea is that there's a lot of Bork enjoyers out there. You're probably one of them. But there's a lot of Bork enjoyers out there, and I don't know, man. I mean, like, it is definitely the second best first item Briar has, in my opinion. But, you know, a lot of people don't really experiment too much with the second item. They just go Black Cleaver for the tankiness, which I do agree is super valuable. But this is kind of like a more damaging way to do the same thing. Which, you know, I mean, it's interesting to me. I also like the 60 AD that Death's Dance gave, if you don't know. You know, like Titanic and Bork give 40 AD. That's like the standard for items, okay? But Death's Dance gives 60. So, yeah, the damage, you really do feel it, and the anti-burst from Death's Dance is supposed to be the pseudo-tankiness of not having Black Cleaver. Following that, I'm not too sure where we're going to go. It's probably going to be Sundered Sky, just to snowball and kill these squishies super easily. But if they're overstacking armor, obviously, we're throwing on a Black Cleaver. Again, how builds work is you have your core, which is your first 2 items, right? You have your core build that you're not going to budge on in a game. And then you have everything after it, which is just game dependent. So, like, the only thing that I know for certain right now is that I'm going Plated Steel Caps because I have 3 ADs. Excuse me. And that I'm going Bork and Death's Dance. Past that, it's all game dependent, and try not over choose your build unless you really start to understand itemization, just kind of how the game plays. That was a 317 Raptor. No, that was a red start, right? I didn't start Raptors. 317, that's 2 seconds late. I'm going to wait here for the crab. I'm staying in the bush here, so just in case Jarvan came by, you can see he's actually ganking during this. Nothing I can really do to change that. If she doesn't flash the knockup, then he's going to get that accomplished. Oh, she's stepping forward. I mean, we got a game on our hands here. We have 3 deaths with every summoner up. That's crazy work. And we have losing mid lane. So, I mean, hey, man, I guess we get a game to see what we do to get back into this game. We do get double crab onto Jarvan. That's good. And I even like warding here just because it'll check if he goes to gank mid. Like, if he were to recall seeing me show mid there. Hey, we got 1 winning lane. My goat. I'm going to recall after hitting this. So auto this, recall. You might see Jarvan if he's recalled, which he has. Now he's going to go to his Gromp thinking that, hey, I don't want to get invaded. He's on 1,200 gold, which is like actually kind of huge. I like this recall. So like, right, if you can get pickaxe plus dagger, obviously go ahead and just do that. But if you can't, recurve plus longsword is actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I think this recall is actually very good. And it's super easy to get because even if you do Raptor start, you can get the 1150. And that 1150 allows you to get this recall every game if you decide to. Yeah, we didn't do Raptor start. We did red. A lot of you ask, like, hey, man, what's the difference? What is red? What is blue start? What is Raptors? It's all about your planning, man. You have to see their champions and then look at your team's champions and try and guess how the lanes are going to play out using, a little bit of your experience. Like when you play a game of League and you learn something, that's what we're doing here. So, yeah, that's it. So I started red buff here because I wanted to do red, Krugs, Raptors, then gank mid. But in that time, there wasn't a gank mid, so I didn't do it. And then, he died, so then we didn't have that timer either. Then when I went bot, we didn't have that timer either. And again, these things aren't your fault, but that's what pathing is. Hopefully I make another video about that. I think I might be dead. Might have to flash that root. If you take that root, you get just chain CC to death through Kate, Trap, and Jarvan and EQ. So you definitely can't do that. I'm going to get my E on cooldown. If Jarvan were to show, I'd just Q my Grump to keep me locked onto this. I don't want to smite here, just in case I have to smite fight for this grab. I want to see if I can get into this bush and maybe find Jarvan doing some weird stuff here. So he's not on Dragon. His farm is a little behind mine, so it leads me to think that he's probably on his Krugs. You see his bot lane's actually rotating up to me. We don't have a kill on this guy. We don't have a kill on anyone here. Gonna hop the wall and just get straight out of here. Straight out of town. Yeah, I mean, a rough game for sure. Our Galio really can't figure it out, the matchup. Now, I will say, Galio, I think, does well into Diana here. I'm going to get level 6 off the minion, step up with that, and then hopefully just rock this guy's world. Pretty simple stuff. To be honest, I don't think I needed the level up, but the level up gave me the option to ult and way more stats, of course, so not mad about that. Instead of going to my red and start clearing again, I'm actually going to take the recall, just because there's no real way to get more out of this recall. Unless I get all 6 camps again, there's no way I get this Blade of the Ruined King. I can't impact this anyway immediately. Like, an extra 100 gold doesn't change what I have in my inventory. So take the recall now. And it will, you're going to have to recall in a game of League of Legends, so you might as well make the most informed or most optimal one, and that would be this one. Shoot ult. I think he'll run, but I think the run takes him to Galio, and then Galio kills. Galio's leaving. Not too familiar. I don't main Galio or anything, so I can't really... Oh man, that sucks. I can't take a stance on if he had the kill there. I feel like in his position, I would have. Just because it's 0-3, man. I mean, not going to work. We did not get our bleed. Now, why doesn't bleed kill there? A lot of you guys just like go out and just harshly blame Briar Bleed for being weak. It's actually... You're used to Briar Bleed proccing Jungle Pet and Jungle Pet doing a ton of damage. And the reality is, so if you look right here, so look, all of these things take 51 and then 51. But when I jump to the Krugs, the Jungle Pet goes with me and sometimes will not jump back to the red to deal the 51. And that's actually where it comes from. Most of that comes down to like, when does damage apply to one or the other? And if it just happens to RNG that, like, hey, it's, Jungle Pet stayed on Krugs, you'll mess up a camp here and there. Can't blame the greed, though. The greed gives me a lot and also takes just as much, so it ends up being all right. Not every day has to be your day, right? I am just looking for an ult here. If she were to, like, ult my Sivir, I would basically just look to counter ult that. Seems like they're reacting to Galio walking away. They did get Dragon and now straight to Grubs. I got a full Bork, though. 9-minute Bork is actually pretty good. Again, I would like to gank, but they're just not in a position to. It's good to realize that, like, again, right? This Jarvan has 3 KP, I have 1. But I'm up experience. Farming's OP. So that's how you carry these games. Just stay strong. Just stay strong. And it's like, yeah, there's no insurance that I'm able to out-carry these 3 strong people with the backup of the other 2. But I have 0 chance to without it. So I'm going to use my Bork here. He is full health build, really. So if he were to try and fight me, he would be cooked. I did get his ultimate for free, so maybe we can gank him here in a second. I'm going to ward or sweep this. Rewards. Just see if there's an opportunity. Like, if he were to step up on Wukong right now, we would immediately gank, knowing that we are not on vision. We're a 1v1 machine right now. I have full Bork. And, yeah, man, I mean, there's really no other way to put it. This is just like, hey, there's no opportunities yet. But even so, like, every little, jungle camp that you get keeps you, even, or as even as possible. And every ward that you get you know, stops their snowball, makes them start thinking just a little bit. And all you need is a small amount of uncertainty on their side to make something good happen. I would prefer he stayed at the turret. I would prefer that. He's not really cooking like he thinks he is. My boy Whale Song. This Zinzao has no ult, right? He's just cooked. Nice. Not going to take any of his wave because I did get the kill. Would like to recall and get my boots plus a little bit of distance components, but kind of just like going to my camp here and skipping being strong on this exact moment and just prioritizing staying ahead of Jarvan as much as I can. Because again, every game is carryable, right? You just got to be locked. Like, I have 3 losing lanes. Am I crying? Am I in my Discord, you know, kicking and streaming? No, man. Just clearing my camps. Just a humble Briar player clearing his camps, trying out a new build. And yeah, we're making it work. Well, I like this angle. Please reflect this back at me or let it hit Jarvan. Good flash. Boom. Oh, I'm liking this. That's one. Can anyone cook up? We got Mel Flash. No cook there. That's okay. I'm actually going to immediately recall, and I'm going to try and play for this dragon. Because I see that it's at 20 seconds, I want to give myself a chance to play it. Yeah, it definitely looks like a plated steel cap game. How do I get it? Probably something like that. Wanted a little bit of tankiness there. There's a world where I go like boots, double longsword, but I didn't really like it as much as steel sigil. Just a little bit more flat armor. Nice. Nice, nice. I'm going to step up and I'm going to try this again. This Jarvan is pretty weak compared to me. Again, KDA is fake, right? It's all about what's in their inventory. So I see I'm on 1.5 items. Anyone that's not on 1.5, I'm going to lightly assume that I can just whoop them. With hope in my heart, best case scenario is I get this dragon for free. I get the crab, and then I do another full clear down into a bot gank. That's like perfect world. Briar doing a little bit of scaring me. That's okay. We want to run away from them. They're all grouping here. Nice. Bleed got that. Again, we all want to run. We've already got the neutral. Now they're trying to trade that neutral. So we don't want to fight. There's nothing here to fight. I have no camps here. I have no reason to fight them. The best thing for me to do is go to my Krugs. So as you can see, I'm full beeline running away from them. Wow, and now they're going for a rage dive to try and force a trade here, but their wave isn't there yet. I'm going to walk the long way here to keep that from happening. This guy's not worth the shutdown, so I'm not going to flash. I get the ult cancel, that's good. Smite him to make sure I get an assist because I'm greedy. That's a kill. Nice. I'm going to just get rid of their wards here. They're getting very used to having full vision, and let's see how they play without full vision now. And again, I do want to just make sure I'm home and grabbing my... Oh yeah, I would love to. I would love to take part in that. I'm going to grab boots, just the most money I can spend. If he doesn't defend those, then it's just one camp loss. That's okay. Yeah, she do be level 12. She is very strong. He's 10 CS a minute and taking the turret and 5 KP. Guy's crazy strong. Please don't take any of these. That would really upset me. Nice. Then I might shoot a W or ward this. Oh, he didn't do either one, so he's cooked. One small tip I can give you is like, and here's a spear or something. I stand right here. This is a vision clip, so if that bush was warded, I'm standing here. If he's going to fight and walk in and fight Wukong, he wouldn't do it if I was standing in that bush too. If we don't know that it's warded or not, there's no reason to act like it isn't. You know, you should act like it is. That gives you a chance. So that's exactly what we did. And it seemed like he actually did just flat right-click Wukong, so... yeah, good on us. Again, it's like shadowboxing, man. You gotta act like the worst-case scenarios around you. Oh, wow. It's smart. Good try. If Galio just goes first, though, this could be really good. Or that. I think this will work out just fine. Just kind of sit here for a little bit. Don't know where Diana's at, but again, this Caitlyn's actually the one worth the shutdown, so. Like, I would love to get onto this guy's screen and make something happen, yeah? See Sivir going for a wave, so I'm going to let that happen as the bait. Make sure these aren't warded. Always kill the invis ward first, because you can always clean this one up later. Seems like they swapped their top laner down, their mid laner up, so they're pulling their bot lane mid. Basically meaning that they have better prio on this Rift Herald because now they pulled their bot lane. So as you can see, this guy needs to not be here. He needs to be here. So that we have any semblance of a way to fight for this. Because if they pull jungler plus mid laner plus bot lane, that's 4 people. My Galio's taking a roam up here and then likely going to TP down. And that's why Lulu's staying, is she's not seeing that, I guess. But Galio, you need to be here. Again, playing with intention is huge. When I see people walking around like this Galio, I actually don't assume like they're terrible. I just think that they're not a lane player. That's a non-laner mistake. That's like all this tells me. This guy still doesn't have smite upgrade. Man, they're shooting some spells right there. And now Galio finally gets down there, but that guy just got a tier 2. That's another 700 Gs. Alright, I'm for sure they kill with Sivir, though. Yeah, nice. Not bad. Again, we are just straight up bleeding this game, right? Like, we're still not getting really big wins, and enemy teams getting more farm than us. But again, you can only affect what you can affect, man. I'm not going to do anything more than what I can do. I would love to fight Diana here. Get that shutdown going. I do have the 2-item trifecta Bork into DD. Looks like she won't get the tier 2. This is going to crash. I think it might live. Oh no, it didn't. It was really close to, though. Nice. We should play for this. See what we'll do here. Man, what is going on, man? We're serious, guys. Let me see if typing will help. It won't. Team, we can win. Focus up. Galio, follow pings. You're the glue. Nice. You can type all that because there's actually not really too much else to do on the map right now. I'm playing into full vision right now, so we have to wait for our cooldowns of everything. Go ahead and click it, guys. My sweeper. Good job. Now let's go in here. Try and make this one work. He's mostly tanky. Let's see if he'll use a spell not on me. That's actually going to help a lot. Go chain CC there. If Diana were to ult me... Oh. Well, that's not good. If Diana were to ult me, I would just buffer E. Luckily, she didn't have it, right? She just used it on Wukong. We got a little bit of time. I would like to get this loser bounty here. I'm going to stay for this. Otacon is bot lane in 1 minute. Check what cooldowns they use. They use this and this. Don't really like us over defending that because we just use all of our cooldowns before Otacon, and that's like likely the most important part of this. But can't change it. Is what it is. Definitely looking like Black Cleaver would be really good. Like they have armor, and he's going to get it soon. So I don't think Sundered Sky is going to be the diff here. But grabbing 350 health can be huge. Now I got the item to keep myself from getting bursted. I got a good 1v1 item. And now we're just stacking some health. Again, we're still ahead of Jarvan whole time on losing team, losing everything, losing camp, sacking everything. Like, that's why I never believe the cope when people are like, there's nothing I can do in these games. I'm like, really, it's not that serious, man. There's always something you can do. There's always something you can do. Boom, 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 boom. Again, I would like to greed as many camps as possible just to continue to stay ahead of Jarvan. Oh. I don't know what that was. I'm going to use Smite here because I think the game is going to come down to the fight, not the blue. Or not the Otacon, like, actually getting hit. He can get a spell off. I'm going to try it. Don't want to go through this guy. Might have to just immediately fly away. I might have to fly away. Live. No way. I'm fine. Oh my god, Flash Ignite's so OP. I could try. Yeah, I don't think we get a dub with this one. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, standard Bork game felt good. DD, I mean, like, always felt good. Like, I had no trouble killing people. It's mostly just anything else positive happening at all is kind of the rough one here. But we'll see what happens. EFF didn't go through, so that's good. We at least get to continue trying. Oh my god, bro. I got the good eye scratch here. But yeah, now we, I mean, so we lost Otacon, so we now lose team fights even harder than we already were. It mostly just comes down to Galio needs to send it, or Galio or Wukong needs to send it, and just die for an opening. And if they play like ranged, then we cannot win. The end result of me sending it 1v5 would be much worse than them. Plus, I'm the only way that we can actually start winning fights. So I cannot do it. It is not even worth trying because I've already tried it a million times and that shit never worked. He just checked that bush, so it's likely that he might not come through the bush, but it looked like he did. Go knock up to knock up there. That shit did hurt. He's gonna throw a Q. I'm gonna try and go behind him there, and then pray for damage. Oh, we didn't get there in time. To be honest, Lulu does have flash and could have definitely done that, but again, he's probably just unlocked as hell. I can't lie. You know, as you start losing, right? People stop caring. Good try. He's still holding on to these sums and spells, man. Bot lane definitely had a rough one. They were 0-3 before using a summoner. Yeah, the Zonias plus the Banshees plus the Ignite was huge there. I played that, I think, as well as you possibly could have. It just, you know, they got the people there first, man. Ain't nothing to it. But yeah, I guess I'll take this time to like address one of like the narratives that I hear often. You know, just, you know, because a lot of you guys feel like you have games like this, and I just want to flat out put it, I don't think you guys have as many games like this as you think you do, with love. But the reality is that a lot of time people are like, hey Logan, can you show a game that you lose? Because I need to see what happens when you lose, and what do you do, and what it looks like, and how do you deal with it, and all this. And it's like, guys, I lose like everyone else, okay? I lose like everyone else. That's it. There's nothing crazy here. I try and look for plays. They're obviously nothing. I'm playing on a full vision. Their team's always there. It's the same thing, guys. So I hate this idea that I'm any different. I'm exempt from the same rules that you guys are, okay? The reality is that when I'm looking for these plays, okay? When I'm looking for my plays, I'm just... I never stop thinking about it, right? I never stop thinking about it, right? I'm like, okay, I now can't do this. Now I go do something else. All right, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that. And that is kind of what happens often in losing games, is you just like, you're like, okay, I'm going to try and do this. Oh, my top laner ran it. I can't do that now. Now I'm going to try and do this. And you just keep going, right? You just keep updating it. What can I do? Where are their people? Where are their people? Where are their people? So on, right? Oh, they pulled 3 top. They might not, you know, their bot side could be there. I'm going to try that. Oh my God, their bot side's empty. You know, when does it spawn next? You know, it's really just like that. So yeah, I lose like everyone else, man. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah, then people are like, yeah, you know, I need to see what it looks like when you lose. I need to see how you get back in the game. The reality is that when you play in high elo, you don't make it that many comebacks. You just don't lose in the first place. That's like actually the key. The amount of options that you have from behind are so incredibly low, and they need a lot of your team to work together and make cool things happen. And that won't always happen from behind. Like, especially this game is a good example of it, right? So we're playing in Masters, and these people like very clearly just gave up and didn't try. That's it, right? Like this, my Diana player, or my Galio, sorry, he's a Diamond 2 Darius Ezreal Kaisa player, you know? He don't know nothing about Galio. He got two Galio games. He do not know much about Galio, man. Or whatever. So yeah, so the point is that you guys shouldn't aim to try and figure out like, what do you do to get out of these shitty situations? Like, to be honest, it's nothing crazy. I farm and wait for enemy team to mess up, and I try and punish it. And sometimes I try and punish it in the right circumstance, and it flat out doesn't work. and even when they mess up, they're still so far ahead that they that they still kill me 3 times over. It's all about not messing up in the first place, and that comes from playing with intention, looking at your map, intaking as much information as you can, and then making very informed decisions and playing, like I always say, with intention. So when you look at my OPGG, like I'll just flat out tell you guys, like not a lot of these were we winning in the first place, right? We're likely losing off the jump, and I mean we fight back, we take losses, and then we lose like everyone else, man. Comebacks don't happen that often. I'll say like one of the last comebacks that happened was this one against me. Where like, I played an awesome game. My bot lane played an awesome lane phase. And basically what happens, you can see, right? They have 26 death bot lane, and they won this game. It just happened that, one player on my team went in, the other tried to save him, the other tried to save him, and then the other tried to save the next one, and then it just, turned out that enemy team now with their infinitely scaling comp can 2v5 us, and it just is what it is. That's happened once out of, like, I would say out of my past, like, 50 games. Dude, these do not happen often. So, yeah, man, stop. I think there's something wrong with trying to figure out, like, so specifically, to focus so much on getting out of the bad spot, you need to not be in the bad spot in the first place. So work on your early game, work on your ganks, work on your pathing, work on your mechanics, your fight mechanics, your farm, your first clear, work on all those things. Don't be the guy losing, because you have far less options, far less. And most of the time, the losing option is I farm and I wait for someone to troll. And more times than not, that troll will not be there, in such an insane way. It's going to be one small troll here, and a 2 there, and a 3 the next one. And you got to be present, man. That's really all it takes. So hope you enjoyed. If you're watching this far, then you know that you watch me win a game and then lose that game. And this is me going to do the first game, right? And in that happening, right, my 80 carry bans my champ. And it's like, now, because I'm just going to dodge this because I really want to get this information out to people. I think dodging is pretty pussy, but, for this part of the job, I have to do it. But yeah, man, just know, man, even when you're trying to do right, try your hardest and still be rough.